Okay, let's dive in. You're looking at earning online in 2025, and maybe you're seeing possibilities, or maybe just feeling a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's pretty common, I think. There's just so much out there.
You're definitely not alone there. So think of this as your shortcut, your way to figure out what's actually viable right now.
Exactly. We've been really digging into this guide, Script25.pdf. It's packed with proven strategies for building an income online, specifically looking ahead to 2025.
And it covers a lot of ground, right? From standard stuff like freelancing to, well, newer AI-powered ideas.
It really does. A fascinating mix that hits freelancing, affiliate marketing, but also these AI ventures that are popping up.
Okay, so our mission here, it's pretty simple. Pull out the key, actionable stuff from the guide.
Right.
We want to help you listening in see which income streams might actually fit your skills, your interests, without the usual information overload.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how even the established methods are getting a makeover because of AI. Let's maybe start with freelancing.
Good place to start. Still feels like the most accessible way for many people. Yeah. Upwork, Fiverr.
Definitely. Those platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, TopTal, they're still major hubs connecting clients and talent. Super accessible.
But the guide highlights specific skills for 2025, doesn't it? Things that are really in demand.
It does.
Right.
And some are, well, quite cutting edge. AI and machine learning prompt engineering is a big one.
Okay, prompt engineering sounds fancy. What does that actually mean?
Basically, it's learning how to talk to AI effectively, how to ask the right questions, give the right instructions to get the results you need. It's a real skill.
Interesting. Okay, what else?
Well, you've still got the crucial stuff like UI, UX design, making things easy and nice to use.
Always important.
And web and app development, especially with popular tools like React and Flutter, plus the foundations. Copywriting, SEO, video editing, animation, they're still absolutely vital.
So a mix of new tech skills and the evergreen ones.
Exactly. But here's the twist the guide emphasizes. AI isn't just a new skill to offer.
Yeah.
It's becoming a core tool for freelancers in almost all these areas. Think ChatGPT or Jasper for writing assistants.
Right, those text generation models.
Yeah, they can seriously speed things up, improve quality. Imagine a designer using AI for layout ideas, or a writer getting first drafts done in minutes.
So it frees up time for the more creative, strategic parts.
That's the idea. More efficiency, potentially better output. It's a big shift.
Okay, so freelancing is evolving with AI. Got it. Now, the guide also says affiliate marketing is still going strong. Why is that, do you think, with everything changing so fast?
That's a good point. I think it boils down to trust and recommendation. If you build an audience and recommend products you genuinely write, that model works. It's passive income potential.
And the guide points to specific trends for 2025 affiliates.
It does. Unsurprisingly, promoting AI tools themselves is hot right now. Makes sense, given how much buzz there is.
Yeah, everyone's talking about AI tools.
And SaaS products, software subscriptions, they're still huge. Plus, health and wellness supplements continue to be a strong market.
Okay. And where are people actually doing this promotion effectively? The guide mentions specific platforms.
Oh, yeah. Short-form video is massive. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. The reach there is incredible. High engagement.
Makes sense. Everyone's scrolling those.
The guide also stresses, don't forget email newsletters. Platforms like Beehiiv or ConvertKit.
Ah, email. So it's not dead then.
Far from it.
Yeah.
Building that direct email list gives you a much more personal connection, often better conversion rates for affiliate offers.
Right. You own the list, unlike social media followers.
Exactly. And for starting out, the guide lists free programs like Amazon Associates, ClickBank, Impact, PartnerStack, easy entry points.
Good to know. Okay, freelancing, affiliate marketing. Now this next one sounds intriguing. YouTube automation and faceless channels for people who don't want to be on camera.
Precisely. This is a really interesting development highlighted in the guide for 2025. You absolutely can run a successful YouTube channel without ever showing your face.
How? Is it just screen recordings or sometimes? But it's often more sophisticated now, thanks to AI tools.
Okay, like what kind of content works for these faceless channels?
Well, the guide suggests popular niches like finance and investing are big.
Always popular.
Yeah. Also, health tips, tutorials on using AI tools meta, right? And
Right.
even things like motivational content or storytelling channels.
And the automation part comes from?
Specific AI tools. The guide mentions Pictory, for example, which can create videos from scripts automatically, adding visuals.
Wow, okay.
Then you've got AI voiceover tools like 11 Labs or PlayHT. They sound incredibly human now.
Really? Not robotic.
Surprisingly good, yes. And for writing the scripts in the first place. ChatGPT, naturally.
So you can almost assemble a video using different AI tools.
Pretty much. It really lowers the barrier for content creation if being on camera isn't your thing.
That's pretty amazing, actually. Opens up YouTube for a lot more people.
Okay, let's switch to selling digital products. The guide frames this as more stable, recurring income.
Yeah, that's the big appeal. Scalability. You create it once, an ebook, a template, a course, and you can sell it over and over.
With low ongoing costs, presumably.
Very low. Platforms like Gumroad, Payhip, even Etsy. The guide points out they make it easy to sell globally with basically no upfront cost.
That sounds good. What kinds of digital products are actually selling well now?
The guide gives practical examples. Ebooks are still solid, of course.
The classic.
But also things like Canva templates are huge for social media presentations.
Well, yeah, I can see that being popular.
And Notion productivity dashboards.
Yeah.
People love those pre-built systems. Plus, smaller online courses or mini trainings on specific skills.
Focused knowledge.
Exactly. And again, AI pops up here too, helping create, design, and even market these digital products faster.
It really is weaving through everything, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Okay, another area you mentioned, email newsletters making a comeback. Why now? Seems almost old school.
It does feel a bit retro, but the guide argues it's about direct connection. Social media algorithms change, but email is a direct line to your audience, built around a specific niche, more personal.
And how do you actually make money from a newsletter? Ads.
That's one-way sponsorships. Companies pay to be featured if your audience is relevant.
Right.
Or, increasingly, paid subscriptions, offering premium content or insights for a monthly or annual fee.
The Substack model.
Exactly. The guide mentions Substack as great for beginners because it's simple.
And other platforms.
It highlights Beehiiv for growth features and ConvertKit if you need more powerful automation as you scale up. Different tools for different needs.
Got it. Okay, what about creatives? Artists, designers. The guide talks about print on demand. No inventory sounds appealing.
It's a brilliant model for creatives. Zero inventory risk, zero upfront cost for stock.
How does it actually work?
Simple. Really, you upload your designs for t-shirts, mugs, posters, whatever. You put them on a print-on-demand platform. When someone buys an item with your design, the platform prints it, packs it, and ships it directly to the customer.
And you just get a cut.
Exactly. You just focus on creating. The platform handles all the logistics.
That sounds really good. Which platforms does the guide recommend?
It mentions the big ones, like Redbubble and Teespring, and it also specifically calls out Printful.
Why Printful?
Because it integrates really well with e-commerce platforms like Shopify or Etsy. So if you already have a store, you can easily add print-on-demand products. Seamless.
Nice. Okay, we've covered building businesses, passive streams. What about just earning online without starting a whole thing? Remote jobs or smaller tasks?
Yeah, the guide touches on that too. Important to remember, not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Remote jobs are obviously huge now.
Like what kind of roles?
Consistently in-demand ones mentioned are things like remote customer support or being a virtual assistant, using existing skills just remotely.
Makes sense. And these micro tasks, what are those about? For smaller bits of income?
Exactly. If you have pockets of free time. The guide mentions things like data entry or testing websites and apps.
Getting paid for feedback.
Yeah, sites like user testing or Testio pay for that. And then broader platforms like Clickworker or Amazon MTurk have tons of small, often simple tasks you can do for small payments.
So options for different levels of commitment.
Definitely.
All right, this brings us to the final section in the guide, which sounds pretty futuristic. AI-powered hustles.
Yeah, this is where it gets really exciting looking at 2025. The guide basically says this is a key moment for AI entrepreneurs.
Meaning
the tools are now good enough and often cheap or free enough that individuals can launch quite sophisticated little businesses using AI with minimal capital.
Wow. Like what kind of businesses are we talking about? Give me some examples.
Okay, the guy throws out some cool ideas, like creating and actually selling custom GPTs.
Selling AI models.
Sort of. Tailored versions of models like ChatGPT, fine-tuned for specific jobs or industries. Apparently, there's a market emerging for that.
Huh. Interesting. What else?
Launching chatbot services. Maybe for customer support for small businesses, or providing specialized info automatically.
Automated services.
Yeah. And another one, building those faceless content pages we talked about, but on Instagram or TikTok with AI generating the posts.
AI just churning out social media content.
Potentially, yeah.
And
it's all very new, very experimental, but the guide sees real potential there for 2025.
It really feels like the ground is shifting fast. Okay, so we've gone through freelancing, affiliates, YouTube, digital products, newsletters, print on demand, remote work, microtasks, and now these AI hustles. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
What's the big takeaway? If someone's listened to all this, what's the core message from the guide for succeeding online next year?
I think the guide really stresses focus. It's not about doing everything or chasing every trend.
Okay.
It's about choosing wisely, putting in focused effort, and really using the tools, especially AI, to be smarter and more efficient about it. Smart scaling.
So, practically speaking, what's the action plan? If someone's thinking, okay, what do I do now?
The guide offers a pretty clear 4-step plan. First, choose one. Just one income stream that actually clicks with your skills or interests, something you won't hate doing.
Don't try to boil the ocean. Makes sense.
Second, start small, but be consistent. Commit to trying it for at least 30 days. Build that initial momentum.
Get consistency. Third,
Leverage the free tools. And definitely explore how AI can help you be more productive right from the start. Don't ignore those advantages.
use the tech. Got it. And finally,
Focus on building some kind of audience, even a tiny one, and think about scaling up gradually as you start to see what works. Don't expect overnight riches.
choose one, be consistent, use tools, build, and scale. That sounds manageable, actionable.
Exactly. That seems to be the core advice.
So wrapping up, it really feels like 2025 offers a ton of opportunity online, but it requires that focused action, right? And adapting to these new tools.
Absolutely. The potential's there, maybe more than ever, but it rewards those who are willing to learn, adapt, and, well, actually do the work.
Right. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. As you heard all these different paths,
Yeah.
which one kind of sparked something for you? Which one maybe aligns with skills you already have, or just made you curious?
A good question to ponder.
And maybe think, what's one tiny concrete step you could take, maybe even today, just to explore that one path a little bit further? Even 5 minutes of research.
Yeah. Just that first small step, that's often the hardest part, isn't it?
Yeah.
But maybe the most important.